Don't forget to subscribe and like, guys. See you in the video. What is up, guys? I'm Codball13. Welcome back for a new video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the patch that kind of came down and kind of the effects of the patch on competitive Call of Duty and on public Call of Duty in general. So, the first thing I want to start off with is Call of Duty is really changing. You know, I mean, it's not... When you join a public match, you're not really, like, to me, it's not like an actual public match anymore. Like, there aren't casual Call of Duty players anymore. Call of Duty has become a very, very hardcore scene almost, you know. Everybody's always trying to use the best guns. Everybody's always trying their hardest. And I think we really see that in Advanced Warfare with the types of lobbies that we're getting in. People are a lot more talented. They play a lot more. A lot more people are into competitive sports and things like that. So Call of Duty is really changing quite a bit, I feel like, and the patch didn't really change competitive Call of Duty in my opinion. The only thing it did, it nerfed the ASM1 just a titch. The fire rate was nerfed, but honestly, that's not going to affect too much of anything. So as far as competitive Call of Duty, like I said, I mean the ASM1 got a small little nerf to the rate of fire in the beginning, so now it shoots at an overall like 730, I think. What? You can't punch somebody? So it's still really good. As far as online play goes, if you play competitive Call of Duty online, I mean, I still get two-shotted with it. It's still the best gun in the game, hands down. All the patch did was really change other guns that you could use in public matches. The only thing that might work in competitive Call of Duty now, I'm hearing that people might try to use the ARX a bit more because it got a pretty big buff. It's pretty decent now, and it could be fairly useful, and it definitely outguns the IMR now. So the effects of the patch is definitely the ARX got a huge buff and is now statistically better than the IMR, and it should perform a lot better. I agree with that. I've been using both of them. I really love burst fire weapons, and that is the truth in my eyes as well. Other than that, like, competitive Call of Duty is not going to change really. It seems the Battle and the ASM1 are definitely the beast modes. And really, this game is all about, like, aggressiveness. I feel like on respawn games and competitive, it's all about being aggressive because you can move so fast. You can get across. If you die, you can get across the map in about 3 seconds. And we have such a... Even public matches are tough to play in nowadays if you're not using the best guns in the game. Like, I'm using the SN6 since it's got its little recoil buff, and I love it. But everybody I come up against has the ASM1, man, because everybody's playing hard, everybody's going their hardest, and they all know it's the best gun in the game. So everybody's a lot more informed nowadays playing Call of Duty. There's not as many casual players because everybody's informed. Everybody knows what they're going to use. Everybody knows how to use it, either the Battle or the ASM1. I'm sure you guys have all seen it in the public matches, and that's because the professional scene has become so much bigger. The statistics have become more well-known. YouTubers share all their information, you know, stuff like that. So everybody's much more informed. Everybody's better. Everybody plays more. So it's really interesting swing of things for the Call of Duty franchise. And then on top of that, we'll talk about the effects on the public matches now. There are a few guns that are a lot more relevant, I feel like, now. The KF5, I love that gun. It got a huge buff as well. I think min and max damage got a buff. So that thing's much more usable now. I actually have a class dedicated to that now because I like that gun a lot. And I don't like just using the ASM1 all the time. Hence why I'm using the SN6. Are you kidding me? He shot me from that far? Whatever. So the SN6 got a recoil buff. Still not better than the ASM1. Not like the best submachine gun in the world. But I really like it. I love the accuracy of it. I feel like it gets its it got its due, and so now it can be usable now, and that's why I use it. I really like it. The KF5, like I said, the AK-12 didn't get touched, sadly. I feel like that could be a really sick gun if it got a little bit of a buff. What other assault rifles got buffed? Oh, the MK14 got a buff, but not anything it really needed. And what it needed was a damage upgrade, and it or a range upgrade, and what it got was a recoil, and it already didn't have any freaking recoil. So yeah, that might be more usable now, but the ARX definitely is more usable. And I think the AMR9 got a huge buff, so you're going to see a lot more variety of guns in public matches, but probably not, because the competitive scene, I feel like, kind of drives Call of Duty nowadays, because everybody's trying to go big, everybody's trying to get to that competitive level, you know. And so they're all using ASM1s and they're all using battles. They're all going to use whatever the pros are using. So if Sledgehammer wants public matches to change, I think they really need to look at nerfing the BAL and the ASM1, because that's where all the problem stems from. Kids aren't going to use the guns that the pros aren't using because they're not the best guns in the game, you know. Unless you're like me and you're sick of using the same guns over and over again and seeing the same guns over and over again. So if you guys enjoy this commentary, just kind of how competitive runs the public scene and how they're really connected now. Everybody's very connected, everybody's informed. And if you enjoyed that and my thoughts on the patch, subscribe and like, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching. Check out my channel for more videos. Follow me on Twitter. Check out Clan Evolve in the description below. Peace out, guys.